Hi and welcome to AStonesThrowAway. Today we'll be doing the November 27th through 29th, sorry it's a little light, reading for Friday through Sunday for Aries. Sorry about lateness. We do Thanksgiving wiped me out. We do intuitive stone reading here. And we're going to start us off with an affirmation card from the Louise L. Hayes You Can Heal Your Life affirmation deck. I hope everyone's had a wonderful holiday weekend and is staying safe. Remember, these are generalized readings. If you hear dogs in the background, please forgive me. I do have a bit of a pack. If what you hear doesn't jive with you, go check your moon and your rising. If you have a partner who people say, and hello, you're getting that one. If you have a partner where people say, well, I can't tell where you end and the other one begins, check their sun, moon, and rising, because sometimes us readers can't tell either. Their energy bleeds over. Okay? And, maybe it's not your week. The wonderful thing about YouTube is it transcends time. I'm making these in November. You might be seeing them in March because that's whenever this is going to apply to you. We find things when we need them. You've heard the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will come. Well, sometimes when the listener is ready, the reading will come. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow. That is a wonderful one, because you know what? Sometimes we get stuck in those old ways of thinking, and we need to be able to tell ourselves that just because that's the way it's always been doesn't mean it's the way it always needs to be. So, as I said, I do intuitive stone reading here. This is my mat. These are going to be your relationships, and that's going to be relationship. It can be your family, your friends, your coworkers, your spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend, potential boyfriends, girlfriends, anyone that's significant to you. This is going to be anything centered around you. And we're going to be talking your thoughts, your feelings, what you're working on, what's weighing on your mind, your state of mind. Anything centered on you. This is going to be your challenges for the weekend ahead. And that's just anything that's not going the way you plan, anything that's in your way, a stumbling block, things that are just not going to plan. If it's towards the center of the circle, then it's going to be more intrinsic to the topic. It's going to be more important. It's closer in space. It's closer in time. It's more on your mind. If it's going to be out towards the edges, it's either closer. It's further away in time, further away in space. It's further away in your mind. It's coming or going. If it's outside of the circles and above the midline, then that's something that but you're actively ignoring. It's trying to get your attention. Anything outside the circles and below the midline, but you don't know It's in your subconscious. It may come as a bit of a surprise, but not really, because you kind of already knew it. Anything that falls completely off the mat, which usually means on the floor, is going to come completely as a surprise. It's a bolt out of the blue, and I just hit my funny bone. It's a bolt out of the blue. You had no clue it was coming. So without any further ado, Aries, let's pick our stones and see what the weekend holds. Sometimes I have to do two handfuls because I have small hands, and that doesn't always allow everything that wants to come to the party to come to the party. So let's see what tingles and what wants to talk to you. So, usually during October, November, I get new stones. I've not gotten any new stones this year, which makes me sad. Maybe next year. Let's see. Another sweep. Make sure I got everything. Alright. Let's see what the stones have to say for you, Aries. Are we feeling a little spiky lately, Aries? Like you're not making it easy to love you right now, Aries. You're not making it easy for your loved ones, especially the ones at home. You're feeling, and that's because you're in a very transformative state. There's something, you're in a state of transformation regarding your spirituality. There's a transition going on there. And it's all very new, it's very fresh. And that's making it very hard right now, Aries. Very, very hard. And I'm feeling that the obstacles are because of old issues. If this is going into obstacles, this is going into relationships. You're making it very hard in your relationships. You're making it hard because you've got some old issues, probably regarding religion and spirituality, that are coming up, that are blocking you, that you need to deal with. And it's causing everything to be very rocky in your head and in your life. And over here in challenges, there's definitely a money issue coming up. And I'm feeling like there's, this is money, this is money, this is money. It's all money. This is money coming in. This is like not a great money situation. This is a money regarding a home, regarding the house, regarding living situations. And you've got your eye on it. You've been trying to ignore it, but you've got your eye on it. And those are all kind of roiling around in your head right now, Aries. They're an issue. You know about them. And you're feeling there's a you're feeling a turmoil about it. Something's in turmoil. This is a very watery stone, and it's feeling like water rapids to me right now. Like things are coming hot and heavy and fast, and it's almost too fast to handle. You feel like you can't breathe. That's what I'm feeling right now, and that's what I'm physically feeling right now. Over here in your relationships, you're in a period of rest. There's an old relationship that's kind of gone underground, and you're in a lull. You're kind of sad. There's some grief regarding this old relationship that's gone underground, but you're trying really hard to ignore it. So you're in a lull. You're in a resting period in your relationships right now, Aries. And it's a time for creativity rather than focusing on relationships. There's an older relative who lives kind of far away who might help you soon with a money situation. There's another money situation that's to the good that you've not, it's something that's kind of been over there. It's not been really in your mind. And up here, we have things that you've really been ignoring. There's another set of old issues. That's really, it's like it's been up here on the top of your head, and you're not, I realize I was gesturing up here over my head when you can't see it. Up here on the top of your head, like over your head, and you can't, it's so much on top of you, but so you're trying to ignore it just to get on with your life. And it feels like it's weighing you down. There's an issue with possibly an older sister, sibling feeling type person that's causing strife. It's over here near your problems area, your challenges area that you've also been trying to ignore. I almost feel like there's a rift there, and that's why you've been trying to ignore it. And Aries, as I told you all last week, we've talked about this. You have to deal with your shadow work. You have to deal with the grief, the anger, the bitterness, the fear, the depression. All of that you have to deal with. You have to deal with that. It's not going away until you deal with it. It's going to color all of this until you deal with it. And right now is the time to deal with it. I promise you, everyone else is doing theirs too. Okay? This stone has come up, and I swear to God, 90% of my readings in the past week and a half. Okay? Everyone is dealing with their shadow crap right now. You need to do it too. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy, but you're going through the transitions anyway. Double it up. Do with the shadow work too. Get it over with. Okay? You will feel better. Let's see if anything else wants to come to the party. Usually there's only a few at this point. Okay, yeah, there's definitely there's going to be some money that some of your relationships, or some of your relations are going to help with. And as long as this stuff isn't dealt with, there's going to be a creative block. Okay? So please deal with the old issues. You know, talk to a friend. Talk to a lover. Talk to your mom and dad, aunts, uncles, older siblings. Talk to someone. Hash out all these old issues. There are so many old issues in this reading that you need to deal with. And you're going through these transitions, and you have to deal with them, Aries. You have to. You can't just keep going on like there's nothing wrong. Okay? You really can't. So let's clear these away. We'll give you 3 cards. 1 for clarity, 1 for where to focus, and 1 for a possible outcome. Remember, when doing divination, everything is always a possible outcome. You can always change the outcome of a divination reading. That's the point of doing them. If you couldn't change the outcome, what's the point of reading them? I used to have someone who would ask me for readings every day, and they weren't changing what they were doing in between. And one day, I just sat them down and told them, look, you're going to get the same reading every day until you change what you're doing. Because the cards are telling me that you are not changing what you're doing. The outcome is always going to be the same until you change what you're doing. So, clarity, focus, outcome. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. You have been working. You've been working very hard. You've had a destination in mind, and it feels like it's all been flipped upside down, Aries. Okay? You feel where to focus. There is focus on, this is not the normal reading for this card, I promise, but this is what I'm feeling, okay? Sometimes this is how it happens. Focus on your own power. This guy's in power, but it's upside down, so focus on your own power. Don't focus on someone else's power. Focus on your own. 10 of Pentacles is people enjoying the fruits of their labor. So, if you focus on your own power, you will get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, if anything of that jived for you, if it helped any, please give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell. Remember, I also do personal readings. They're down below. They'll be a little more in-depth than the general readings. And stones work much better when you have specific questions, I promise. And, you know, Remember, destiny's only a stone's throw away. I'll see y'all later for the weekly readings. I'll be doing those actually later today and tomorrow. So, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you later.